Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the show. It's a new season, new start, and I'm just as clueless as last year. Trying to figure out what I do with my power cord from my phone. There it is. Um, so this is the first show of the season, and I'd asked you guys on Instagram if I can get this going here. I asked you guys on Instagram if you guys had any questions. I didn't get any responses, so if you guys have questions in here, please sure to ask. Maybe do a little Q&A, maybe do a little channel update. We'll see what we got going on. I think I'm going to hook this in, put my earphones in. Alrighty. Hey, I see Chris I think it's Chris, is in the chat. Take it you can't get on screen today? Or am I just not seeing you? Anyway, let me get this set up here so I can read your guys' comments. I have one comment screen over here, but it's not in line for me looking at you guys. So let me drop this camera down a little bit. Alrighty. Get back into my settings here. Sorry, my computer crashed like right before, well, my second computer crashed right before I started. So hopefully we are okay. And it appears maybe that we are. Yeah, okay, we're okay. It's pretty funny when you guys join the chat before I do. Okay, so 2020. Could be any different this year. We'll see. I am getting messages. I have no idea what that means, Chris. Don't mind me. Hopefully that settles down. Anyway, I do have some computer news if any of you guys are interested. I did get a couple new, well, I have a few new things. I do have, which you guys can barely see, but I do have a new to me screen. It is really big. That should help when I get the new build. What sound? What am I missing here? Am I sounding funny? Hey, Michigan. Hey, pilot. Alrighty. Let me know what sound you're talking about. And I mean, if you're talking about sound of a fresh beer being popped, well, yeah, I like that sound too. Well, see, this beer has a very unique sound when it pops. I don't think any other beer has the sound of a Guinness opening. Okay, let's dig into it first. We'll start with the computer stuff, get that out of the way. If anybody has a question about it later, again, be sure to ask. Computer update. I do have a case used, of course. I do have a monitor also used. Both of those are thanks to my brother. He donated them for me to use until I'm able to get new ones. We do have the motherboard, we have the CPU, and we have the GPU. I have my storage drives, which are what's going to have the operating software and all that stuff. I just picked up a 665. Who makes that? 665P or P665 NVMe 1 terabyte drive. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Actually, let's see if I can pull it. Oh, wrong mouse. Okay, sorry about that. Let's just open up a new browser window. That way I don't have to worry about any of that. That's the wrong build. Yeah, okay. Let's screen share this. We want Chrome tab. That one. There we go. All right. So this is the build that I have so far. All right. We'll get to your question in a second there, Breeze. Just give me a minute. So far, like I said, we got the Ryzen 5 2600 3.4 gigahertz processor. We got the ASRock Radeon RX 570 graphics card, and we have the ProCarbon AC ATX B450 motherboard. The Intel, the chip that I got for the storage was the Intel 665P 1 terabyte M.2 NVMe storage. Though I didn't pick it up at that price. But anyway, all right, I gotta adjust that price. So far that's what we got. I still need to pick up a power supply, and I still need to pick up RAM. Then we can get this computer back up and running, and I can go back to the pretty live streams that I was doing a couple months ago and get back to actually creating some new content. By the way, let's see if I can, I might have to put in the actual price for okay, 116.59. Just need to edit this here a half a second. Where it is purchased, save part setting. All right, there we go. So there gives you the total of, basically, if I buy both of these other purchases full price, we're looking at another $250, and computer should be up and running. Total build so far without the case, I'm still under $700. So it's not that bad as far as I'm concerned. We can upgrade it later with more RAM or faster CPU, whatever. But for right now, we're pretty damn close to being back up in business for this computer, and almost there. Let me close this. All right, so there we go. So that is the computer update. Channel update, as you know, still stagnant. Haven't gotten out to the truck, but may have some more news coming up shortly, which may free up some of my time. We'll see. Might have some life changes going on. All right. So how are you guys doing in the new year? Do you guys have a good year? Well, have a good New Year's. Anything changed in the last week? Breeze, if you want to ask your Trailblazer question, let me know. By the way, Pilot, I should have a copy of Windows 10 somewhere. Actually, from the last time I built my PC, I should still have the rights to that operating software somewhere, the purchase key code, because I did pay for more than one copy, but we'll have to see. If not, I will be asking out there. But like I said, I will be using Windows 10 mainly because it works with all of the software that I need. The other thing that I'm going to end up doing is I'm probably going to be ditching Filmora. With this new computer, I should be able to try DaVinci, and I might have access to Adobe Premiere. We'll see how that works and see if I can get away with getting it. But I'll keep you guys updated. Also, I'm not sure if you guys know that I post, there's like a little information thingy that you can post on Facebook itself. It's called the community tab. I do post in there time to time. I don't know if many of you guys know it's even there, or if it even shows up on your guys' news feeds for YouTube. The other place that I post a lot is either Instagram or Facebook at NOVAtazz Customs. That, and I'm thinking about switching the name of the channel to, instead of just NOVAtazz, to NOVAtazz Customs, make it more fluid. I don't know. You tell me what you guys think about that. Breeze, you said, so Buddy says it's a timing chain, but it starts and making a loud banging noise in the engine. Well, it depends on where the banging noise is coming from. But it also depends on where the noise, it depends on where the noise is coming from and whatnot. I mean, if it starts and runs fine, it's just making a crap ton of noise. Yeah, it could be timing chain. It could be a rocker. It could be a lot of things. It's not necessarily actually enough information to go on. Yep, exactly what Pilot said. Need more info. Or as Johnny 5 says, need more input. Oh. Hey, Ignited, welcome welcome to 2020. Brand new season, brand new live stream. We'll see how we get this going. By the way, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please hit the like button. And if you haven't shared this on your Facebook or Instagram or somewhere, please do. The more people we get in here chit-chatting, the better the live stream is, especially when I don't have a co-host, which at the moment, I don't have a co-host. So until one of my buddies ends up in here, till one of my other buddies comes in here. So you guys are my you guys are my peoples at the moment. Well, I'll have to be there. Well, I'll have to be there and video in. I need a second vehicle ASAP. The only thing I can tell you about a second vehicle is try Facebook Marketplace. That is basically what you got. Hello, Grims. By the way, I was wearing your shirt the other day at work. I didn't even realize it was not halfway through the day. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, the definitely when we're wearing your stuff. I do have your. I would wear your hat more often, except for there's one problem with your hat, and oh no, actually no, it's not your. No, I'm sorry, wrong person. Ah, I don't have one of your shirts. It was gear. It's a GearTube TV that I've got. My memory's horrible. Excuse me, guys. Oh. But like I said, the more you guys keep talking, the better this live stream is. I have nobody to talk to if you don't talk back. I'm not real good at talking to myself. I'm not one of those people. I take care of those people. My free Buick has a lower intake coolant leak. Yeah, but we all know that all data isn't always true. They have to go by the book with basic hand tools. There are most of the time tricks and tips to cut that time down. It's how mechanics make money. Let's see. Got to go after. I'll go live after 10:30. Okay, if we're still here. Hey, but you know what? That may possibly maybe not that big of a deal. You have to more look into what is it going to cost you into parts rather than time, because if you're doing it on yourself, your time doesn't necessarily hit your bank book. I might still be on. I might still be on here, Breeze. If you go live somewhere else, I don't know. My live streams normally last till like 11 or 12, depending on how it goes in here. Is that the only issue with it there, mechanic? I have 2 cars that need looked at to see which would be easier to fix. Yeah, I kind of have similar situations. I mean, I have a truck that's pretty damn close to being fixed. I have a Kia that now needs a new rim. We have another Kia that's possibly starting to have transmission issues. It's hesitating through shifting. Normally when it's cold outside, it wants to be confused on whether it wants to upshift or downshift or not. Kind of does that little in-between bullshit, and then it'll finally shift. Normally, like if you get on it pretty good, it'll not want to downshift, and then it'll downshift. I know it's unfortunately true for this one. I can maybe get it down to 4 hours. Well, the muffler fell off Wednesday, but who needs that? Yeah, nobody needs a muffler. That's only for them freaking sensible people that want quiet cars. You know, that's not an important part. You know, it can run without a muffler, just louder, maybe a little attract a little more attention than you want, but it'll run. Oh, so yeah, I got a pretty good setup here right now. I got you guys over here. I can look at the chat over here and see what you guys are doing. It's a little bit slower over here. I do have the YouTube studio up over here, and I can see your guys' chat over here. They'll be a little bit smaller. But at least this way I can almost look like I'm looking at you guys. I'm thinking maybe I need to build a new desk this summer, bigger desk. That and this, like I said, this screen over here is freaking massive. I mean, it's easily twice the size of the screen I had before, at least in width. It's the same height, actually. Oh, hello. You popped in my ear there, Chris.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. How the hell are you?
Well, I don't know. Apparently, you came back from the dead, man. I tried CPR several weeks in a row, man, and you just were dead. No, we can't see you. Normally, we can see your.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, we can see your Peterbilt logo in the background. We can't even see that this week. But you know what? It's better than nobody. In case you do not know, this fine gentleman over here to my, I guess it'd be to my left, maybe. I think it's to my left. I don't even know. This way over here. This is Chris, Trucker Chris, and he is normally in my live streams, although he has been absent for a couple weeks. Took an extended vacation.
Much needed vacation.
Yeah. So how was it, by the way? I should be looking over here, even though that is really funny because there's nothing over here but living room. Though technically, if I look over here, go ahead. I'm being stupid.
We are excellent.
Is that you and the mouse in your pocket?
Yeah. Me, myself, I, and Mama at the house. I'm not sure if she got logged in yet or not, or what she might be up to.
I don't know. Oh, you missed a lot, Chris, man. I'm not sure if you were in.
Listened to a couple of ones we missed. Is like, good grief, all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Except for blizzards.
No, we didn't have any of those. We had lack of blizzards up here. We had promised blizzards that never showed up, which sucks because they were on my day off, and it would have been nice to be able to sit home, snowed in, and not have to worry about being at work. Then, of course, the one day that I did go to work, it decided to snow on my way in and made the roads all slippery. But
I can say we put away some good beer. We enjoyed some. Wait a minute, maybe I should say great beer because it was free.
It was free beer?
Free beer. I didn't buy it, so I'd have to say great beer. And enjoyed some shorts, run around in shorts and t-shirt weather, and it really broke my heart sitting in a hot tub in 74-degree weather.
I got a question, though. Don't you run around in shorts all year round, though? Are you one of them people?
Well, I almost do.
It just dips just below that threshold at some point.
Anything much above 55 degrees feels like summer to me, anyways, for the most part. So,
Michigan's telling us not to talk about snow. So, did you hear the at least the techie side of the new things that have gone on? And by the way, Breeze, hold on. By the way, Breeze, thanks for joining. We'll catch you another time. All right, go ahead. Floor is yours, Chris.
We've ain't got much to report on the cars. They're the same, but I got Mama's plow truck delivered to her.
That's the new one that you picked. That was the one that you picking up with the same kind of truck on a trailer, right? You picked up
in Paradise. No, that truck's mine.
Okay, so the twin is yours.
Yeah, the twin's mine. Actually, I got her a couple months ago. It might have been 3 or 4 months now. I don't remember when I got it. But I found a 2000 F250 standard cab with a V10 automatic, F250 4-wheel drive, manual hubs, manual transfer case on the floor. You know, the good one that you can switch in and out and switch to neutral by yourself, about all that electronic fanfare. Like
my Dodge.
With a complete snowplow, Fisher multi-angle snowplow on it.
Oh, well, there you go.
One of the tri-mount, unimount, whatever they call it. Basically, you drop a tripod leg on the back of it, set it on the ground, you pull 2 pins, unplug all the electrical connections, and you back away from the main plow frame, the pump, and the plow, and it sits where you park it.
Yeah, just wait for the next time you need to freaking hook it back up. That's fucking sweet.
Yeah. Now, with that said, I haven't monkeyed around with it to check into the unhooking of it or anything. I figure the truck's basically mainly for her to be able to plow the driveway and make it easier for her. Right. So I oiled everything down with WD-40 and PB Blaster for the advent that it will need to be unhooked. Right. Because at some point I'd like to fit it. That'll make a good tow rig in the summer. Hell, that V10
There's no point in keeping that hooked up all year round.
And it's, yeah. Well, I must say it's got a very unusual sound that I'm not accustomed to.
Did you read Michigan's comment?
I haven't yet. What the hell?
He said you need to help him find a truck. Everything up there is rusted. He's looking for a Dodge like mine, as far as I know.
He's looking for a Dodge.
As far as I know, I think at this point, anything with a bed, 4 wheels that isn't freaking Swiss cheese and is in an affordable price range, I think he'd be up for the market for. I don't know if he has necessarily a brand preference. I know that he was looking at Dodge Rams, just 1500s, but
Is it got to be 4-wheel drive?
oh, come on. There's no point in getting a Dodge that's not 4-wheel drive.
Well, in my opinion, there's no point in any truck that ain't 4-wheel drive, but each to their own.
Well, no, because if you've got yourself a dually and it's just a tow rig, I think you can get away, as long as you're not going anywhere inconvenient, just having 2-wheel drive. I mean, unless I'm wrong.
That defeats the extra fun of the mud throwing wheel, right?
Well, yes, it defeats the fun, but I mean, practicality, I don't know if you necessarily need the front wheel drive if you've got a dually tow rig.
I guess I'm spoiled because I swear after I got my first 4-wheel drive, I swear I'd never have another. And I've bought 2 so far in the last 6 years. And I've absolutely flipping hated it.
All right, to answer,
I get into spots that I need the 4-wheel drive in the middle of summer going to the
I don't even bother. When I'm looking for a truck, I don't even bother with anything that's not 4-wheel drive. But that's just me. I mean, what's the point of having a truck if it does the same thing as my muscle cars?
Yeah, well, the one was a buddy that, I mean, I watched him put the truck together. It was a 3/4 ton, but it was only 2-wheel drive. It had all new tires, brakes, exhaust. The engine had been swapped out. I mean, it run damn good, and he got in a pinch for money and offered it at a price that I just couldn't walk away from.
Right.
And then the next one, after the divorce and all the bullshit, and I lost the last 4-wheel drive I had, the one that we actually hauled that we loaded the 403 in, that blue extended cab.
Yep.
I lost that in the deal, so didn't have a truck to pull anything with, and the boss financed one that he bought for his other business, but it was a 3/4 ton, but it was only 2-wheel drive. Nice truck. That's the one that I pull with now.
All right. Michigan says
the twin.
Go ahead.
I actually traded for the old equipment trailer I was selling. A kid in Jersey said, "You bring it out, we'll trade even up." And Mama just bought that new gooseneck. So I said, "Well, what a time for a breakdown road trip just to test everything out." So off to Jersey we went the next day.
Right. Michigan says anything with a bench. I don't know why you would want a bench seat, but okay, anything with a bench but a Ford. I mean, I'd rather have I'm lucky because my truck has both basically of a bench and a actual like console, because those the Dodges have that really big center console flip down thing.
Split bench or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't knock 2-wheel drive. I mean, if you got the right gearing, the right transmission, and the right tires, and throw some sandbags over the axle, they will do damn well in the wintertime, even in Michigan.
Right. But then he goes, do you think a second gen will survive Michigan winter? Yes, if you prep the damn truck right. The problem is nobody protects the underside of their vehicles. Undercoat the crap out of the damn thing. Make sure that any rust that is already started is being taken care of, cleaned up.
Pour 15 it.
Pour 15 and then undercoat it over top of that. The more you seal that body up on the underside, and then like take the freaking carpet out of the freaking truck, and Rhino line or Raptor line, bed line the floor.
Rhino Raptor, Herculiner, whichever.
Yeah, any one of those. Whatever is your bed liner of choice.
While not environmentally friendly, the cheapest way to undercoat or won't rust is every time you change your oil, take your old oil and spray the underside of the damn thing, and then drive down a dusty road.
Oh yeah. You never seen a rusty freaking leaky oil truck.
Nope.
The 9 out of 10 times, if you have an engine that leaks freaking oil, when you finally go to get cleaning off that freaking oil off the underside of the freaking truck, that's the only part of the truck that looks brand new.
Yep. So we had an excellent time in Texas. Had a good trip. We had snow coming back, so that was a bit of fun. And then I tried to talk Mama into logging into the show on the way back, and then we run into the snow and ice. He said, "Nah, I know you. You're gonna get wrapped up in this, and I'm not driving in this shit. That's your job. So we'll just listen to our music and ride." But we did get home, and she got to play with the plow truck. We had about 2 inches on the driveway, so it was enough to push some dust.
Yeah.
And she got to go around the yard on our new toy that came out with the truck.
Yeah, well, your better half has just shown up. Now you have to watch the P's and Q's.
She'll have to tell us what year it is, because I plumb damn forgot already. But I can say it's got an 800cc 2-cycle engine.
Yeah. You realize you
and
guys
will stand on its ass.
You guys gave a couple people a couple chances to catch back up to you guys in watch time.
Yeah.
We were going over that the other day, and we're like looking at the watch time for everyone and how long people have been in the live. Because I have a nifty little program that sits here and tells me how long each person has sat in my live streams, which I probably should restart. Just for because this is the first season or new season. Let's go to Streamlabs. I don't know if I can restart it. I should be able to.
She's waiting for some good snow therapy now. She looked at the weather forecast for around the house, and they're not predicting any real snow all January.
We are looking at snow the weekend of the 15th, I think.
Well, great. I have to check my dates, make sure that's a week I'm on the road for my birthday.
So yeah, I think we're gonna get some. It's not gonna be like a massive amount, but I think like 1 or 2 inches a day for the weekend. Close this. Cloudbot.
Yes, dear, it's an 800. What year? I don't remember the year.
Okay, so before I reset this, Mrs. Formula has 23.5 hours of watch time over the last since I got Streamlabs. Pilot's got 15.92. He's the next runner up, and then the next one up besides that is Chris from One Load Blazer at 6.5. Everyone else is 4 and under. Michigan Mechanic is at 4.6. Tied with you, Chris, at 4.6. So he passed you, technically.
That's not surprising.
Well, you were gone for like 3 weeks. But yeah, so I'm going to actually reset this and start it off fresh for the new year. Yes, I want to reset. There we go. We are reset, and hopefully we'll see how that works.
Yeah, I'd have been in a little sooner, but I had to make sure I got past the scale, which was open, of course.
Ow. Oof. Anyway, so now that I've reset that.
Good Christmas. Actually, I should say great Christmas. Got some very nice gifts.
I had a good Christmas too. In fact, one of my Christmas gifts is sitting right here.
Mama's got the. If she ever says what it is, I can't keep up with that. There she is.
Yeah, it's a 2004 Ski-Doo RAV 800. If that's spelled right.
Yeah, basically Skidoo snowmobile built on the Rev chassis platform that they come out with. However many years ago.
Mrs. Formula is she's bitching because I just reset everything. That's okay, Mrs. Formula. You, as long as you guys don't disappear for weeks on end, you guys are normally here from the start to finish of every live stream. So I'm sure you will rack them hours up just as quickly as you did last year.
Yeah, it won't take long.
No, that's if this thing's actually keeping count. It should be, but we'll see.
And before we went on vacation, the boss basically put a worry pickle in my ass for 3 days.
Oh.
Because he told me to meet me at the yard 7 in the morning. You're going to drop your trailer. You're going to bobtail over to my other shop. Okay. Didn't know we had another shop, which we did. And we switched around, got the truck inside, and he said, I want you to clean all your stuff out of this. I want you to start at the roof, and I want you to wash it from the top to the bottom, make it 100% perfect like it was going to go out and sit on the showroom floor for sale.
Uh-oh.
It was given to you 100% perfect, and that's how I want it back.
He wasn't firing you, was he? Well, obviously not. You're in the vehicle now.
Well, that was the thought that went through my mind, because he wasn't smiling and he didn't sound too happy.
What did you do?
So, done with the shit. Passes the inspection. You happy with that? I said, yep, that'll work. I can live with that. That's sufficient. As I've got another driver going in on Saturday. Okay.
That makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, don't it?
So then he looks at me and my son look in my face, started laughing his ass. I said, what, did you think I was firing you or something? I was about to thought hands crossed my mind once or twice. I said, nah, you're not fired. I told you when you started, it's just, you got a job for life if you want it. Unless you ain't happy, I'm hoping you're happy. I said, well, yeah, I'm happy with what we're doing. Yeah, as I said, when I leave, it'll be, my own truck. I said, well, good then. Well, that's real good. I said, why's that real good? Because I just dropped $150,000 on your ass.
He bought you a new truck.
I'm like, hot fucking damn, that's a hell of a bonus. What the hell can I go buy? Not a damn thing. It's already bought. You'll be driving it when you come back. I got you a new truck. You asshole. You asshole. So, yes, we're in our new truck on our first trip. 2018 Peterbilt 579.
Oh.
With a 1998 Series 60 Detroit and a 10-speed in it. So we're still E-log exempt. I don't have to do all that tethered hook to the computer logbook bullshit that everybody else does. And got a truck that's a little over a year old.
That's not bad.
And just turned 120,627 miles. So, still trying to get moved into and organized.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do when I come back, and then
you have to straighten out your Peterbilt logo. She's a little crooked.
Yeah, then learn where all the little fucking buttons and shit are.
Yeah, so you can do that shit with your eyes closed.
And yeah, important stuff. It's like, oh, it's dark out. Where's the windshield wiper? The other one was on another lever, and this one's stuck on the side. And I forgot to have her check when I was there to see if I actually have a interrupt for my trailer lights when I pass.
Well, when you end up in a spot where it's daylight outside, and you happen to have a friggin', a couple of minutes of free downtime, you're gonna have to snag a picture or two.
Oh yeah, I've been.
Because I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
You've been other than the interesting messages I get in my inbox on Facebook, you have been dead silent.
Yeah, I pretty much dropped all the. When we went on vacation, I'm like, I'm dropping everything. Then the phone rings, ignore it. She's like, put it on silent. I said, fuck it, I'll do even better ones. We left the driveway and I shut my phone off.
Well,
thanks, we're on vacation.
Thanks, buddy.
Y'all very welcome.
at least one low blazer freaking streamed live from the boat, man. That's dedication.
I didn't get lucky enough to get on a boat.
But
we sat in the hot tub.
And that's close enough to a boat, right?
We had barbecue. We had barbecue somewhere. Huh?
I said that's close enough to a boat, ain't it?
I would think so.
Yeah, hot sloshy waters. Yeah, that sounds like a boat to me.
But if you want a boat video, I can give you a real good boat video. I took a video when we were sitting in the dock in Miami on the cruise ship. So
you between two how do I want to put this? You between two coconuts is not the kind of boat video that I was thinking of.
Well, I can do you one better than that. I got one before we left the dock. I took a video of Miami because we were sitting right on the dock of Miami. So I got
some boats?
Miami on one side. Yeah, there's a couple cruise ships. The one that we were on, a helicopter flew overhead, and then let's see, we have Miami on one side, and then what the hell's the other one? Another city you could see from the boat. I mean, we were on the top deck waiting for it to depart, so I took a quick video of it. That was the first time I've ever run a cruise ship.
Yeah, apparently Mrs. Formula is correcting me. She says the sign is up correctly, that we are just crooked.
Yeah, the phone, a totally different mounting situation. I'm still not happy with it. It's multiple adjustments, and
Yeah, we're
the
just
camera
crooked.
angle's all off. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
crooked, and
Yeah, I think you kind of need to go a little bit, I don't know, maybe clockwise. I don't know, but we can deal with that later. You're driving at the moment. That's something you can fix when we stop. I like my buddies to hang around instead of. By the way, did you happen to see the fucking massive crash in Pennsylvania this morning?
yeah, my buddy
Five
that works
dead.
on the turnpike there
Yeah, 5
sent
dead,
me
60
pictures.
injured.
And usually, it's something major happens because he works. Either him or I know another girl that work on the plow
Yeah.
crews.
No, I think
And if something
maybe.
happens, one or the other one usually send me, "Hey, if you're headed this way, this is what's going on."
Yeah, well,
The
maybe we
ironic
need
thing
to
is
just
that right
have.
that happened.
Yeah.
I just drove through that area yesterday.
Well, it was what, I-70 at like 3 o'clock this morning, and then around 7 o'clock this morning, somebody came through and tagged some of the emergency response teams that were there too. Do you believe
Yeah, right
one?
there on the turnpike. It was.
Yeah, do you believe the one team lead lost his life? His ambulance got hit by a truck.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
But yeah, they were on the scene for the first accident, and somebody apparently wasn't paying attention and clipped a fucking ambulance and killed one of the EMS workers inside.
Doesn't surprise me at all. They drive like idiots.
Yeah, I shared the story. I shared the story on Facebook, so if you want to go take a look at it later.
I run to that turnpike area yesterday on the way out. And I run into snow and ice.
He said they shut
Youngstown.
down. He said they shut down 90 miles of road. I don't know if it was 90 miles of road.
Yeah, because you're pretty much between exits right there where it happened at.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, then they just shut it off from one exit to the next.
Yeah, there's no getting off one exit to the next and then getting around it.
It's I-70. It was all mountainy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said that the bus couldn't take the turn. Ended up clipping the embankment, flipping over, and then the 2 tractor trailers that were right behind it had nowhere to go, ended up right in the mess. The tractor trailer behind them went right into the back of the first 2 tractor trailers, and apparently there was also a pedestrian car involved as well, not including the ambulance at 6 in the morning, so 3 hours after the original accident. They said there was 5 dead, 50 plus wounded. And the other thing they said is that the
60 injured or something like that.
Yeah. They also said that the bus was not registered correctly, or it wasn't like an official licensed tour bus.
Oh.
Apparently, that company that was on the side of the bus does not exist.
That'll cause a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I know.
And then I guess the bus driver is one of the ones that was killed, I guess, from what I understand. So it makes you wonder whether he was properly CDL licensed to be able to drive the bus.
No idea. I was trying to. They only
these
touched on it.
vans, all these vans you see run around the Hall of the Amish. If they got 15 people or more in the van, then technically the driver's got to have a CDL to drive that.
Right.
Because it's classified as a passenger vehicle in Pennsylvania, as a major passenger vehicle in Pennsylvania, and its CDL requirement just having 15 passengers or more.
Right. But I mean,
which is crazy because some of the Mennonite families have that goddamn many kids.
Right. But no, what was I trying to say?
They're sowing their winter wheat.
Something like that. I don't have to. We drive 15 passenger vans where I work, and we're not required to have a CDL for those. I'm trying to get to the point to where they were talking about the van or the bus not possibly being. Here it is. The bus tour involved in a crash that left 5 people dead and about 60 injured on Pennsylvania Turnpike was towed away from the scene Sunday afternoon, hours after the deadly wreck. State police said the bus and 2 tractor trailers and a car were involved in the crash about 6:40 a.m. at milepost 86, westbound in Mount Pleasant, about 40 miles from Pittsburgh. I've driven through there on the way to Ohio. That wasn't the part that I was looking for. I don't know what that is. Pablo calls it a fatal crash will not be determined. We're here to collect factual information. Where the hell was that?
So the only thing we didn't get to do today, which she'll have to get to, is the.
So this one right here. Hold on. How about that?
Weather over in Wyoming, just to make sure we're not gonna have any issues tonight.
Okay. Well, we'll do what's in the cup. How's that? Oh, yeah, I was wondering that, Michigan. I had a freaking a Facebook notification that popped up. I'm like, who is that? Oh, there we go. There you go. You was added. Normally, do not add random people to my Facebook, but I know who you is, and I've been chatting with you now for a couple weeks. I think you good peoples. Anyway, what's a cool sign? What am I missing? Oh, my new logo. I has one. Did you see that? Oh, where'd you go? I lost Chris. Oh, there he is. He's back. Welcome back.
Well, I can see some things never change over here.
What? The dead zone? Hello? Can you hear me?
I think part of the problem with the view here is the fact that the dash is angled not straight like the other one was too.
Could be. Anyway, so can you read the little sign in the thing? Is that showing up on your screen? Can you hear me?
Maybe aliens. I can believe that.
Maybe Chris can't hear me.
That's breaking up. There you are now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my service is bouncing, so.
Yeah. Can you read the little sign at the bottom of the screen?
Let's see. We're here every week at 9 on Sunday.
No. The bigger one. The bigger one above it.
What's in the cup?
Yep. What's in the cup? There you go. Do we have anything in the cup in the new truck?
I have a full cup of freshly ground filtered secretions.
Do I want to know what that is?
Coffee.
Oh, that sounds a little better than what you described. You had me worried there for a half.
I had to make it interesting for you.
Oh yeah. Go juice.
Yeah, we got coffee. We got a bottle of vitamin water and a bottle of water.
Well, I was drinking. You know, got to start the new year off right. So I've got about 3/4 of that can gone already. I got 2 more in the fridge just in case. But in case I need to pick me up, I also got a big old can of Purple Monster sitting here, just in case I need a little more pick up and go. Sounded like that. That's what I was going with, Michigan. A little fresh ground poop. That's a little good. Well, you know.
Now notice the key word in that description was droppings.
Well, do you know what? There are some other places you can get secretions too, so still might not be much better. Though depending on what gas station or quick stop that you stopped at to get that coffee, it might well just be freaking shit water.
Well, you got a point there.
We got Missy McGann again. They got Tilly and Gatorade again. That's about what he had last week, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you missed all the good ones, man. You missed the Christmas special. You missed the pre-New Year's special. That you did happen to make the season opener. The problem is I'm also down one other co-host. But thank God you're here because I lost the other one this week. You never noticed somebody's missing this week?
Let's see. Besides Elliot?
Yeah, well, Elliot would be the one. Hey, we got Kyle in the house, man. Raise a glass to Kyle here. Yeah, Big E.
Nikolai didn't come in.
We got Rust Belt Mechanic up in here. Now, Rust Belt, he's up there near you, Michigan. In fact, actually, I think I saw Michigan. You were in his live stream earlier. I was in there for a little while until I had to get set up for here. Rust Belt is always welcomed here. He had a good live stream today. They were talking about at least the part that I caught, which was around 7:30 to like 8, because I had to put my kid down and I didn't join back in because I had to set this all up. But he was talking about service writers and stuff like that in his live stream, which I'm sure you can go back and check out after this one is over if you want to. I'm not sure, Chris, do you watch his live streams?
I've caught a couple. I keep forgetting they're on.
They're on right before mine.
Okay, yeah, because I don't have a. Well, I probably got the notification shut off. Maybe I'd have to go look at the settings.
Yeah, if you don't have a little bell, and then the thing is what's really screwed up about YouTube is you not only do you get all right. So first off, you subscribe. You think, all right, I'm good. I'm subscribed. I'll get I'll know when you pop something up. No,
you don't have that little bell on, and it ain't worth a fuck.
Well, hold on. Here, get this shit. Okay, then you click the bell, right? You think, oh, I'm good. I've got the little bell clicked. No, did you know that then there are 3 options once you click the bell that you have to hit?
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, there's 3 options when you click the bell. Now I'm going to click on. I don't think that. Well, Mrs. Formula, I know I'm definitely not subscribed to her. Let me go to her channel.
That is fucked up, Ben.
Why won't it let me go to her channel? Does she not have a channel?
It'd be like walking into a Nevada house to get a simple BJ, and then they expect you to drop the fly, pull it out, stand it up, wrap it up. Hell, next question you look at them and say, well, do you want me to suck on it too? If I could do that, I wouldn't have to pay you.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to click on. I used to at least be able to click on their pictures or whatever and go to their YouTube, whatever. It will not let me click on their name to go to their channel. Anybody in the chat? I just tried like a bunch of them.
Why is it doing that? Mine are.
Oh.
Well, they were anyways. They were.
But don't know. But anyway, we'll just go to somebody else's that I already know. So you go click on the little bell, right? And it goes, your notifications, you either get all, personalized, or none. So you not only do you have to subscribe, hit the bell icon, but then you have to choose one of the 3. Personalized only gives you notifications of videos they think you're interested in. So if you want to
actually got to flag you or tag you by name in that?
No, that's YouTube analytics again.
Okay.
So the little computerized brain decides whether or not you want that content or not. So it's like they keep stepping it up. Like before, you got a notification to anybody that you were subscribed to. Then they added the notification bell, and you had to click that if you wanted to be notified if somebody posted something. Now, not only do you have to hit the bell, but you now have to hit all if you want every notification from that person. It is so screwed up. It's a wonder why any of us get views. Because they keep asking our subscribers to keep jumping through hoops and hoops and hoops and hoops, and it's like, what is the point? You know, you're making it so redundant. You know, it should just be able to click, hit subscribe, and if you want to, if you're subscribed, you should be able to see somebody's content. End of story. Let me get rid of that. We'll go back to this.
I'll shout out a Happy New Year to everybody too, because I don't know how many may have said something in the chat. I haven't been able to keep up with it.
Well, yeah,
I don't even have my.
Nobody's actually said Happy New Year in the chat, but anyway, Happy New Year to all of you guys, and
only one I saw was Michigan that did back in the beginning.
Yeah, thank you guys all for being here. It is definitely makes me feel good knowing how many people come in here every week. I know it's not like freaking huge like some channels get, but the fact that the same people come back here every week to hang out with me on Sunday nights is freaking awesome. Definitely appreciate every single one of you. Let's see. And maybe it's just because I'm in the studio. Maybe it won't work because I'm in studio. I don't know.
That's possible.
Yeah, it might be.
You probably have to go through your channel yourself to do.
That's right. That's right. Chris, Rust Belt. I'm not sure where he has his podcast, but he also does just the audio podcasts. I think it's just audio, but he has different places. He also will upload the video via podcast format as well instead of just YouTube. I don't do that yet. I'm kind of waiting for the new computer before I start venturing out into new things again, because this whole computer situation has basically gotten me completely shut down. I'm $250 away from having a working and updated computer. $250 away. So we'll see how long it takes me to make that up. Now, most people, that's just like, oh, that's just dropping a hat. For me, that's a lot. I mean, you're talking at least 2 or 3 paychecks of free money, of money that isn't going towards something else already to make that up. So, yeah, so hopefully I will have this up within the next month or so. I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on where money goes and where it comes from. But yeah, I've only got 2 things left to buy. Well, at least to get the computer up and running. To completely finish the build, I still need the case and an actual screen that's not mine, because this screen that I'm using today isn't mine. I'm borrowing it from my brother. So let's see. Let me go back through the comments here. Best part of Sunday live streams for days, and then Skyrim. That's the other thing I'm looking forward to with this new build, is going back to gaming. Because obviously when you're working a computer with 9 years old, there are no games that will play on it. There's a game now that's called Isle, and it's basically like a dinosaur survivor game where you're the dinosaur. So you're not hunting dinosaurs. Well, you are hunting dinosaurs if you're a carnivore, but it's not like a humans hunting dinosaurs. It's literally, you start out as a baby dinosaur and you grow all the way up to a full-size dinosaur. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Mrs. Formula, I was clicking on the 3 dots, and I got, what options did I get? I have report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user, and remove moderator. So yeah, it won't let me go to your channel, but I think it's because I'm in the YouTube studio, which is kind of stupid. What?
Turn on the lights and the peak.
I hope so too. We need more information out from those areas. Oh, okay. That was then talking about Rust Belt's live streams. It's on a lot of podcasts, including Google, Apple, Spotify. So you can find Chris. You can find his podcasts on Google, Apple, and Spotify.
Okay.
So.
No, all work via mobile platforms, right?
Those should be working on mobile platforms. Yeah. Most people listen to podcasts on mobile platforms, so.
Which is how I'm
anyway, so
Z Outlaw
says
because I'm always freaking moving.
Right. Z Outlaw SS says you need to turn the lights on in that Peterbilt. The problem is he can't turn the lights on in that Peterbilt. He'll have the red and the red and blues behind him in a heartbeat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'll guarantee, especially these. They're just a little bit bright, all LEDs.
Yeah, you standing out like a freaking glowing Christmas tree in the middle of freaking January.
Yeah, I'll guarantee it.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't have the blue filtered ones that I used to use. It would help light it up a little bit, but
This is a reminder. Medication.
Alexa, shut off alarm.
I see you got the same problem with her that I do. She doesn't know when to shut up.
Who, Alexa?
Yeah.
Well, she was just reminding Jess, who's not here at the moment. You know, my better half. She got called into. She's on call this weekend. So one of the managers did not fill a spot in the weekend and left it up to Jess to find a spot. Well, Jess didn't find anybody to fill the spot, so she got stuck going in. Because the person that was in that house, she couldn't just leave there because they were already working 16 hours.
Right.
So, and that was at 2:00. Jess didn't go in until 5. So that person was sitting there for what, 19, 20 hours. So she had to go in.
Overtime.
No, Jess does not make overtime. The lady that she relieved does, because the lady she relieved is paid by hourly. Jess is.
Yes, I mean the one that she's salary because she's management.
Yeah, she's what they call salary exempt, which means there is no overtime. You get comp time instead.
Yeah.
So for every hour you work over your 80 hours of clocked in time, you get time off to use somewhere else.
Basically like earned vacation time.
Yeah,
but you can use it. You can almost use it when you want.
Almost, as long as you can have your stuff covered, because obviously you can't call out and if you don't have your crap done.
What is to save sick days if you're actually feeling under the weather for a few hours?
And that has come in handy. Hey, we are up to nine people in here today. So if you have not hit the like button, please do. It really does help. It lets other people know that you guys are enjoying this live stream and that they might possibly want to come in and check it out as well. Let's see. Did you see that, Chris? Alexa, play Metallica. No, turn off, Alexa. At least it's not playing it in this room.
Yeah, I get into some interesting conversations with the one beside the bed when I'm trying to go to sleep. A couple times I've said something stupid, thinking, all right, you damn thing, here, play this song. I'll say some stupid cracked up thing. I'll be damned if that little bitch doesn't find a damn song to see what I was talking about. Just leaves you rolling.
There you go. I helped everybody out in the live stream that has an Alexa at home, because they're actually all listening to the same thing that played on mine, and I can prove that.
Yeah, our problem is she's got a radio show that comes on there at the house, and she'll listen to the road and the weather before she goes to work in the morning. They'll be talking about something in the show, and they'll set the Alexa off.
Well, see, the key to doing that is what we haven't done here is you
the radio will play and it'll set it to play a song.
Yeah, change her name. You want to stop that? Change her name, so she doesn't respond to that name, and then you won't have Google like mine. If I'm doing something on my phone, and you know how they have the Google ads for Google Assistant or whatever. They'll tell my phone to open up something, and it's like, no, I just wanted to get through the ad so I can go back to doing what I was doing, not have you open up another app on my phone that I now have to shut up so I can go back to freaking shutting up your ad so I can go back to doing what I wanted to do. Hey, there you go. Alexa, please subscribe to NOVAtazz. I don't know if that'll work on YouTube. No, I don't think that one worked because mine didn't even respond. But yeah, you change her name. You change her name, then she won't respond to that. You just got to make sure you pick some other obscure name that won't come up in normal conversation.
It's hell. You go home and got a girlfriend in the house, and you can't even get a kiss.
Hey Alexa, can I have a kiss?
That's what she accuses mine.
She just told me she likes me as a friend. I just got dumped. I got dissed by Alexa. Oh, that's hilarious. That's okay. If I ask Alexa, what is it? What is the thing? There's one that she has. Where the hell is that? It's under skills. Mine. No, I don't want to. If I ask, the hell, where is it? Oh, if I ask her who is better, she tells me that Jess is always right. So it's funny.
Yeah, like I said, you come up with some kind of wacky song shit for her to sing, and she'll find a song to sing it.
Yeah, except for I can't do that. I can't do that because I'll get freaking copyrighted. So.
Yeah, here in the live stream, yeah, but I meant later on after you.
Well, I almost panicked because I forgot that Alexa's actually going to listen to me, and I'm just lucky that my sound bar out here in the living room was not on because everybody was going to be hearing Metallica because that thing's loud. It's a full 5.1 surround sound with sound bar and subwoofer. It's definitely theater surround quality. Me and the kids were rocking out to rock and roll.
You can tell her a suggestive statement, that you would say to your actual girlfriend, only in play the song and suggestive statement, and she actually finds a song that sings that, and you will die.
Yeah,
die.
I asked it to sing the potty song because we were in the bathroom trying to get my kid to use the potty, and I just wanted like a kid's potty training song. And it started playing some of the weirdest, messed up crap. Somebody that literally sings about poop, pee, and shit. Well, poop, pee, and puke. And it started singing, and we're both, me and Jess were like, "Stop, stop, stop!" It was not a kid song. But yeah, it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check YouTube. I think the one song was done by Rusty Wheeler.
Rusty Wheeler? Is he related to Rust Belt?
You know what? I don't know, but he sure sings some funny shit.
The one night I tried to get it to, when I was a kid, my sister used to watch this show called Bear in a Big Blue House. And he has this thing where he sings Goodnight to the Moon. And I tried to get it to play that song. Like, for the life of me, it could not find it. It started playing every other freaking song that was, like, definitely not for kids. It would play it would play the opening, but it wouldn't play the ending. Like the end song, which is the one where he sings to the Goodnight to the Moon. It just wouldn't do it. So, anyway. I don't think we've talked a little bit about cars when we first... Ooh, excuse me. My Guinness is coming out to bite me in the butt. But we talked a little bit about cars. We have not really talked about cars this whole freaking episode, except for Breeze's issue in the beginning of the stream, which she did not give us enough information on. Though we've only been on for an hour. I thought it was longer than that. It's the first time I've actually looked at my watch and thought it was longer than what it actually was. Most of the time I looked down at my watch, it's like, oh, wow, it's 11 o'clock. What's up? What? What am I missing?
By golly, I was gonna say there's the other new thing. I'll let Miss Farmley tell that.
What, the Subway commercial?
She could do it. No, even better. She had a great Christmas, especially at her family's. It'd be
Oh,
really
okay.
good if we get
Well,
her to
no,
come up
see,
here too. Then she can explain what happened.
Mrs. Formula, we use my default sound is Spotify.
Yeah,
So
got the
it will
truck
play it.
fixed.
Yeah, it'll play it on
$4,000 later.
Spotify, which I am subscribed to. So, I mean, I guess I could ask it to Amazon, but we are also at Amazon Prime as well, so we should be getting everything there. Unless there's some special Amazon Alexa playlist. Oh my God, Kyle. Kyle goes, I don't know much about cars, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. That's absolutely fucking hilarious. And I lost Chris again. That's okay. I've got it now. As soon as he pops in, it now plays a tone in my ear that he popped in. That took me a while to figure out that this app did that. Did that. Can I speak today? So yeah, I mean that took a little bit. Let me close this app over here. But got the what was wrong with what truck we need? Shoot. What was wrong with the truck? You're gonna have to remind me. I forgot. Hopefully Chris comes back here shortly. I don't know if I can do it without him. By the way, Russ, what did the Holiday Inn Express teach you about fixing cars? Though I'm pretty sure that depending on what school you went to, there would have been a little bit more. So you got a box and a box and a box. And what was in the last box? Was there anything in that box? Oh, that's right. Got the no heat. I need to be able to put this up somewhere where I can freaking see it. Oops. No good. Stupid phone. Nah, nothing. Don't park them in the Holiday Express parking lots unless you like flat tires or missing wheels. Yep, pretty much. What was that? YouTuber is just a 6. Had his brand new Duramax that he had, and he parked it. The first night he got it, he was in a hotel and he parked it, and somebody smashed in his passenger side window and stole a bunch of crap out of it. First night he had it. So yeah, definitely gotta watch where you park shit. Oh. I don't know if Chris is coming back, man. I would kill to find a not rusted out Duramax. You know what? I would kill to find a Duramax in my price range, but unfortunately, nobody's willing to freaking give up a Duramax for $100. And unless somebody wants my Ram, that's about all I got willing to offer to trade. Mission Mechanic, if you go to if you follow Street Speed 717, I'm pretty sure he'll be giving away a Duramax in the next month or two. Also, Dirty Max Jack. Follow him. He gives away trucks all the freaking time on his channel too. Just saying. I just remembered that. I do believe they just gave away a Jeep. What is it? The Commander. No, Jeep. Whatever the fucking new Jeep truck thing is. They just gave one of those away on Street Speed 717's channel. They haven't picked a winner yet, but I do believe it's over. Unfortunately, a lot of these vehicles aren't necessarily going to people that are less fortunate. Besides, less fortunate ones tend to not be able to afford to keep them. Just saying. What, on Dirty Max Jack's channel or the Street Speed 717 channel? Unfortunately, I haven't watched Dirty Max Jack as much as I want to, mainly because I've been watching a lot of channels on getting the computer set up for this channel. So I spent more time recently researching computer builds than I have been in watching the channels that I want to watch. Oh, well, you need to let us know what that channel is, man. Or is that a secret too? I mean, personally, I would think you'd want that channel to be exposed. I do love the color of your Dirty Max. And then again, it's about the same color as Street Speed's. And welcome back from the dead.
I'm telling you.
You like how fast I can respond that you pop in now?
That's working better. What's the trick?
They have in the settings, they have a little sound notification that lets me know you pop into the backstage.
Aha.
Aha.
You were looking for that before.
Yes, I was. I found it. Now I've got it. So as soon as you guys pop in, it makes this little like water drop sound, like bloop.
So anyways, I see she put in that she got a box and a box and a box and a box, but she left out the fact that every other box had a note or a card in it, or the fact that each box as she went down through the pile was gift wrapped.
Well, of course, they don't freaking notice all the hard effort and work that goes into freaking Christmas gags. Just the fact that they got gag.
I'm telling you, I mean, it took me 2 weeks to think this up.
Yeah, do you know what's hard enough for me? It's not the freaking, it's not the coming up with gags or shit like that. It is literally just hiding what I got her until Christmas. Every freaking year, she seems to figure it out. And she doesn't go like hunting or looking for this shit. She just I don't know what she freaking does, but she guesses it every year before she opens it. No matter how hard I freaking tried, it's so freaking frustrating. Like this year I thought I had her good. Because I knew she knew that there was at least one gift that I was getting because A, I asked her if that was something that she wanted because I wasn't positive and it was expensive. And I didn't want to like get it and then her not want it. Because me, I don't have fucking money. She's the sugar baby. She's the one with the money. So when I buy stuff, I don't like wasting my money because I don't have a lot of it. But anyway, so I got a whole bunch of stuff. I spent more than I probably should have. The funny thing is that she figured out some of it before I got it. I even hid it in the car. I hid it in places that she didn't even know. She still figured out most of it. I was frustrated. It's like, why do you ruin the surprise? She goes, I don't try to. I'm just not good enough at hiding shit. But
Yeah.
or at least well, she also has a really good habit of being able to pick my brain and make me like fucking smile and shit. And so she asks certain questions, and it's like, no, just stop asking, because you know my facial features will give it away. But anyway, go ahead.
See, you just gotta be creative and come up with something that you can tell. All right, fine, I got you this. Totally in the opposite direction if you can of what you actually got, you know, and then play that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it theme.
Rush Bell, you can at least give us the channel name, I think, can't you? Or will that give it away?
So,
go ahead.
Mama got to sit basically in the middle of the room. Well, kind of the middle of the room, but she was the center of attention because I instructed the Santa Claus players that big one in the corner is the very last one for Lena, but she needs to sit in a chair over here and open it in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And read what she finds inside out loud. I see she's trying to scramble out of it. by talking about the truck that we got ripped off with
Um,
on our repairs.
yeah. I got to talk to Rust Belt Mechanic about his tool crate. Got to get up with him because I won one on his channel, and I've been waiting to get it because I want to unbox it on my channel. Not that I can do it at the moment anyway, so I haven't really been picky about it because I haven't been able to make content of my own. But I did one of his tool crates, his tool heads crates, and I gotta get in contact with him probably after this stream. I'm gonna have to get into beer soon. You might have to entertain people for a bit. Oh, okay. All right, Russ, I will. Oh, did you happen to see Street Speed and InChain Designs mystery box snafu? They tried to do a like a not a tool crate, but they tried to do one of those like mystery crate things for their last build, and apparently it did not sit well with a lot of people. A lot of people were quite displeased with the $75 purchase, though it did come with 250 entries into their latest giveaway, which that in itself is pretty much worth it. Because I mean, if you think about it, $5 is an entry, 250 entries for $75. That's pretty damn freaking good. You know, are you there, Chris? Can you hear me?
Most people scream about spending a couple extra dollars or something when they think it, you know, especially a giveaway.
Well, yeah.
They can't think of the logistics of it like that.
Well, I mean, that's 250 entries for $75, even if you didn't get any merchandise. But they also got what was it? They got 6 key tags. Do I have one just sitting here somewhere? I thought I did. Yeah, I have one sitting here. So 6 key tags, kind of like this one. This is my my Mud Life one for the truck. As soon as I get the truck on the road and running, this will be going on that one. I have one already on my regular keys, but all right. So 6 of those. They got 6 flag patches of different things. Like some of them were like desert camo, some of them were like olive drab green. There was like a police blue bar one. But anyway, so these all go on a knitted beanie. I forget what some people call them beanies, some people call them knitted caps, whatever they are. But they stuck to a Velcro patch on those. You can also stick them on. They have jackets with the Velcro spot. They have book bags and stuff with the Velcro spot. So there were 6 of those. And then there was obviously the beanie. And there was a reflective silver jacket with the word Insane Designs logo on the back. And they were bitching because they didn't feel that it was worth $75. And the fact that most of the jackets ran 2 sizes smaller than their printed tag. So like a 2XL felt like a large. And so a lot of people couldn't fit into the size that they ordered. But I did notice that Street Speed was immediately in people's comments that made videos about it, stating the fact that, hey, you know, let us know, we'll get you a new jacket or whatever to fix the problem. Now, my gripe would have been, okay, did I really need 6 key tags and 6 patches? I probably would have rather had 1 or 2 of each and then had maybe like a clearance shirt, you know, like one of the ones that were on clearance or something.
Right.
You know,
yeah, like
then,
an old design that wasn't, you know, dead design going away or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You know, maybe not something that's new and full price, but at least something different to break up what was in the box. Though, like I said, $75 for a jacket, regardless of whether it fit or not, they said they would refund or replace the jacket. So they're honoring that. But and the tags and the beanie plus the 250 entries. I'm sorry. I probably would not have bought the mystery box knowing that's what was in it, but it's still a pretty damn good deal.
You know how it goes. I mean, people bitch about something they get for free, But
Yeah.
they'll be the damn headed fool that'll go out and buy a $50 item they think's the greatest thing since sliced bread that is actually a $15 gimmick. But that's that's just the way people think. Oh God, that's great. I need one of those. I gotta have it yesterday.
All right.
And then you paid $50 for that? And what kind of stupid are you? You drink that shit from a bottle, don't you?
Right. I mean, I've bought. There was there's a YouTube channel that I have the shirt that has the little stick figure that's curled up and it says I am an adult. I absolutely love that fucking shirt. I actually got that shirt for Jess, but I think I end up wearing it more than she does. But he's an artist, so he did a giveaway box. He did a mystery box for his. Now, granted, it wasn't a mystery box because he told us everything that was going to be in it, and it was $100. I definitely would have bought that only because of the stuff in it. For me to buy it individually would have been close to, I want to say $120, $130 for me to buy all that stuff separately. But yeah, I mean, we got like the bark boxes and stuff like that when we had the dog. Some of them you have to watch because some of them aren't worth the stuff that they're putting in. Like some of the bark boxes, the dog didn't use half of the stuff because he, either didn't like the snacks or whatever, and toys were always useless because the dog that we had literally could chew through a Kong. I've never known a dog that could chew through a Kong before, and this dog just ripped right through them. But yeah, though Rust Belt's tool heads crate is pretty cool. If you look up his, he has several videos of people that have opened up his tool crates, and they're pretty cool. They got a lot of decent products in them. I haven't bought one because money, not because of the quality of the stuff that's in them. Are you gonna let me pick you up? Nope, you're gonna run away. Oh.
Yeah, now, see, I'd have thought she'd have been bragging about the fact that she spent I don't know how many weeks designing and making T-shirts for their tacky T-shirt contest that her family does for Christmas instead of the ugly sweater. That we actually won this year.
Oh, sweet! You didn't post that either. I didn't see any tacky T-shirts on your Facebook.
Yeah.
Did you see the fucking ugly sweaters that I was wearing?
Yeah, that's the one show I watched.
Well, the first one was a dare. It was a bet
that
and a
you
dare.
lost.
Yes, and so I had to wear my girlfriend's ugly sweater, and then the next week after that, I wore the actual one that I was going to wear that live stream, which was the cool llama.
I think Matt's comment summed it up appropriately right in the beginning. Dude, what the fuck?
I'll tell you what, though, it got me out of it was either that or I was paying back some freaking money. So it was cheaper to freaking look like an idiot on camera for like an hour or so than it was to pay her money. So
hey, at least she gave you the option.
Made him slot of money on it. I don't understand what they are. What's up? Are you reading something that I'm not again?
Yeah, Michigan. The first one made him a lot of money on the corner. I like to make fun of your first sweater that you lost the bet on.
Oh, okay.
Extra computer funds, right? That was the extra computer fund sweater.
Actually, no. She refuses to help with the computer funds, honestly.
I know that. What he's saying. That sweater was your extra computer fund sweater.
I wish. I kind of wish that was making me freaking money, that live stream, man. That would have been actually freaking worth it then. That live stream made me like 3 cents.
Yeah, I guess she's not gonna finish what she got when she was doing the box by the box in front of her family. Yeah. And I tried to find a picture to share with you, but apparently I don't have the picture anymore because I could have shared it to you, and then you probably could have put it up here, but
maybe.
So I'll have to
Speaking of the devil.
Yeah, she's not.
She just messaged me. But she just tried to call me. Sorry, honey, I can't pick up the phone.
She's too shy to come up here live where she can just hold her hand up and do it. So.
Of course not.
Oh, well.
What, she get another
I'm
ring?
telling you.
I thought she got another ring a while ago.
On the cruise, yes.
Yeah. So what'd she get for Christmas then? Besides the box and a box and a box and a box.
She got another ring.
Another ring?
A bigger ring.
Well, there you go.
And the same question in front of her family for the benefit of the family that wasn't on the cruise.
Well, yeah.
To say, yeah, okay, now y'all know it's legit.
All right, see you later, Kyle.
See you, man.
Wow. My analytics says there was absolutely nobody from 10 o'clock to 10:10. Just a fucking giant hole in my analytics. Way to go, YouTube.
And we got the snowmobile, so that was a Christmas gift to both of us. And a little bit of snow. So she's never rode one before in her life. So
we got a
started.
Switch.
Went around the yard a few times with it.
Yeah. Our family gift was a Nintendo Switch with a bunch of games. Mainly because like we have the Xbox, but I only have one controller for the Xbox, and there really isn't a whole crap ton of like multiplayer games that you can play on one TV. Then she has a PS4, which again the same. Now we have two controllers for that, but there aren't very many games that you can play multiplayer on the same screen. We did have a Wii. In fact, actually, we still have a Wii, but we don't know where any of the games are because moving. And then we had a PS3 that kicked the bucket right before Christmas. We bought a second power supply for it. I replaced the power supply in it, and it did the same freaking thing. It blinked once and died.
So I guess that's an FYEO.
Huh?
For your eyes only picture I just sent you.
Oh, is that what that is? So cute. You look absolutely dashing there, Chris.
I'm telling you, isn't that amazing? I had no idea about that, nor did I have any idea what my wardrobe was for the week because she packed everything. The truck was, when I got home, the truck was ready to ride. So it was
sucking your ass into it.
It was a mystery, yeah.
That's funny.
And we weren't there at the house an hour, and they yelled, tacky T-shirt contest. So we had to dig everything out, get everything out. She's throwing us something out. Oh, wow, you're gonna look cute in that. It's like, that's not mine, dear. That's yours. Bullshit. I had it up there yet. What are you talking about?
She got you good.
Yeah, she did. But you know what? Hey, it was for her, and she won the contest. She's been trying to win the contest, and she won the contest. So
now she's just got to do it again next year. She's got to top that next year now. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's what I told her. You just set the bar. I said, you're gonna have your work cut out for you for next year.
Oh boy, I don't know if I want to see that one.
How do you think I feel?
I got to start designing. I'm definitely doing a ugly sweater. It probably won't be an actual sweater. It'll probably be a print on a sweatshirt. But I'm gonna definitely have to design an ugly sweater for next year for the Teespring store.
And that's just the front of it. She had stuff ironed on and printed that she put on the back of the shirts as well.
Mm.
I mean, mine had stuff like, I can, I'm the reason there's a naughty list. I can get you on the naughty list. I think one of the other ones is let's create a naughty list. Yeah, she had all kinds of shit on it.
Now, I can actually go back, once we get this build done for the computer, I can actually go back to designing, is this one? No, that's not one. Go back to designing my T-shirts, because I still have that brain engine one to do.
Yeah, there you go. That was a wild idea. That was a great concept.
It got halted because I couldn't freaking do what I needed to do because every time I tried to draw, it would lag. So that's what this is. So this is actually my Christmas present from my brother is this right here. This alone right here was 160 bucks. Just this box.
Oh wow, there you go.
This, these two I paid for. So this was 100, and this was 140. And then I'm not sure if you saw that in the last live stream. That thing fucking huge. And it's making a bunch of noise. But I can't even freaking hold this up here. This thing's fucking
the case
huge.
picture.
Well, yeah. Hold on. Let's get to the front of it. Somewhere in here. There we go.
There you
up
go.
the whole screen.
Right there.
So yeah, this thing is absolutely massive. And this is actually the same computer case that I built my last computer in. But I'm borrowing this from my brother as well.
Now is that the one that you did on your live chat where you put your parts inside it? You sent the picture up on the live or your chat group for the thing, and Nikolai commented on it. I think your hard drive some in it.
Yeah, that's the case. In fact, actually, it was right down here when I took that picture. I literally just set all the boxes inside of it, basically where they would be in real life. Though, if you go back to 2014 or 15 on my channel, you'll actually see me build a build in this case. It was my actual first editing computer that I built. I think it was a beast. It ran flawlessly. Did have to give it up through the divorce, but that's a different story. That is not the case that I am keeping. This is just a case to get the computer up and running and get me back to working. The case that I'm actually running is, hold on, I can go back to it. New window. PC part picker. Build. Let's see, part list. Yeah, I actually have, I'm working on a 20 by 9. Yeah, 20 by 9 screen. So like your normal widescreen is 16 by 9. This one is 20 by 9.
Yeah, I can remember the one. I can remember the one you had before because I remember you pointing it out to me whenever I picked that engine up from you because I thought it was some kind of subwoofer sound system for your computer underneath. You said, no, that's the computer. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Christ. That's huge.
Chrome tab, Phoenix, there we go. So this is the case that I'm actually going with. Now, of course, all of the stuff inside the case, it's just a demo mode, but the front of the case will look like that. But as you can see, like this one's weird because the computer hangs upside down. So like normally, you actually can see my mouse. Okay, so anyway, so normally up here in the top here, yeah, the motherboard hangs upside down.
Oh shit.
So normally, like I said, normally this area up here would be on the back of the case. But the opposite way.
Why do they have it upside down? Is there a benefit to that? Or?
Yes. The GPU, because of how big GPUs are getting, that's what's in this box right here. It's the graphics card. When you put them in regularly, they sit horizontal. Okay. And the weight of these graphic cards is actually causing them to sag in the front far corner from the edge of the board. And it actually puts pressure on the board themselves. And so this case here eliminates that GPU sag by dropping the GPU straight down instead of across.
Okay.
And it also puts all of your inputs on the top. Oops, hold on. It puts all of your inputs on the top of the case.
Make it
instead
easy,
of in the
accessible.
back. Yeah, instead of on the back. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna have to stop. Share again.
Now, what does that monster weigh when you get it all together?
Well, I mean, even this one right here, this case down here on the floor, weighs a pretty good bit. There we go.
So you're talking 40 pounds with it all fully assembled?
Something. Let me see. Let me see if it says down here in the bottom. Should have specs. This case empty weighs 21 pounds. So empty with nothing in it. And I guarantee you there's a good bit of weight sitting
40
over
to
here.
50 easy assembled.
Yeah, that's if you don't water cool it. That's just air cooled. If you water cool it, it's going to weigh more. But yeah, like here's the. Can you see this over here? Here's the top. This is looking down on the top of the case, and as you can see, all of the computer hookups are underneath this trap door on the top of the computer. So all of your cable management is up here in the top. They have some videos, I think, of people having this case built. Not on here though, apparently. Yeah, there. Probably have to turn down the volume.
Happy New Year, Grant. Hope everything was great for you for your holiday seasons.
There you go. All right, so this is just a little quick overview of that case. Hey, Grant. So like this is a water-cooled setup that they're showing in this one. That's what all those tubes are. They water cool like a radiator, the different parts. But as you can see, well, the graphics card is hiding behind this this one area. I don't know if this was necessarily the best. If I had an air-cooled version of this, it'd be much better to look at. Where's my fucking so jumpy? God damn it. There we go. So yeah, I mean, not sure if this person. Yeah, you can see how bad my freaking stuff is. There you go. This guy's got 2 graphics cards in it. See how they hang straight down?
Okay.
And that's an air-cooled setup. Well, he has a radiator for the CPU. Now, granted, all the lighting and all of that stuff, that's purely cosmetic and up to the discretion of the person doing the build. Like, I don't have RGB fans and all of this glowy shit. Not saying that I won't have it at some point, but at first startup of the build, it won't have any of that stuff. But yeah, so it should be easy because that means I can freaking be able to, I'll be able to use the computer a lot easier. But that's not till after I get this build up and going and I have some more spare cash. So that is the, I would say the luxury case. I mean, that case isn't too expensive. It's about $130. This one that I have down here on the floor the other day was worth $180. So it actually, the one on the floor here ranges anywhere from $110 to almost $200 depending on where it is, because they don't sell the one I have on the floor anymore. It's not necessarily a current stocked item, so it's only whenever somebody finds a stash of them that they go up. But they are a really good build. For me, there's no reason for them anymore because they have it's a test bench, and it's a test bench with hard drive spaces. Most people do not use hard drives anymore because they're basically obsolete. They use like what I have coming in the mail, which is called an SSD, which is a solid state drive. The solid state drive that I'm actually using is even more current. It's called an NVMe M.2, which is about the size of a stick of bubblegum. And it holds 1 terabyte of information. I'm not sure if you know how big a terabyte of information is, Chris.
See,
You there?
terabytes, what, 100 gigs? 1,000 gigs?
1,000 gigs. It's
1,000 gigs.
1,020. About 1,020 gigs.
Okay.
Okay. And
Are you talking a flat stick of gum or like a Hubba Bubba type stick of gum?
like a flat stick of gum.
Good grief.
Okay. This drive that I have sitting right here, which you can barely see. Okay, this is an external 2.5-inch SSD. Okay, it's pretty thin.
Solid state.
Right. This is 1 terabyte. This is 1 terabyte. The amount of memory that I have in this computer that I'm working on currently, which is a hard drive, because I do believe there's a hard drive in this one. Let's see. Where is what I'm looking for? There it is. Nope, stop. System. All right, so right now I am. Oh, no, I know what I wanted. It wasn't system. I wanted this. Okay, I want to go to C drive. All right, this PC, C drive.
That
Okay.
sucks.
The hard drive that is in this computer is also 1 terabyte. It's 1 terabyte of hard drive space, which is basically about 904 usable gigs, because they use the rest of it for cache space. Okay, and that's a 3.5-inch drive. Now, the drive that is in this computer runs approximately 10 times slower than this drive. Okay, so this solid state drive is 10 times faster than the hard drive, right? So the amount of time it takes you to tell it you want to save a piece of information, for it to save it and be done, is 10 times slower than that solid state drive. The NVMe is 4 times faster than the solid state drive. The slowest NVMe is 10 times faster than the fastest SSD or SATA SSD.
Speed demon.
So, and that's the slowest one. The cheapest one I have, which is the slowest one, is still way faster than the fastest one I have sitting here right now. But yeah, so, and the fact is that, you know, I have no cables to hook up. Like an M.2 literally plugs straight into the motherboard, no cables, no nothing. And so I don't have to run cables for any of that. The only cables I have to run is the GPU, the CPU, and any power to the motherboard itself. And like cooling fans and stuff like that. So
Sounds
no.
like you might add something short out and blow a fusible link.
Oh, what is? We have an issue down here.
Yeah, Breeze is back in. He broke down on the side of the road.
So truck just died. New battery. Lights got really bright, then shut off. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a short. Stuck in the dark, really bad road. No hazard lights, and it's fucking, yeah, it sounds like you freaking shorted out a main fuse. No, it doesn't sound like an alternator. Really bright
What kind of
means,
vehicle?
I think that's her Trailblazer. Or her other one.
Could very be one of the damn fusible links. So, sure,
Because
somewhere blowed one of them
for
out,
it to
he's
get
lost
really,
everything.
yeah, for it to get really bright and then die, that's not the alternator. The alternator, if the alternator went, the battery would just slowly die. I'm sorry, Breeze, but that's going to be something you're going to have to take to a shop and let them diagnose. It's not something you're going to be able to figure out on the side of the road. I really hate to tell you that, but that's not something that someone is going to be able to diagnose on the side of the roads and get you up and going.
Not easily.
No, electrical issues are not something you can easily diagnose unless you can physically see, you know, what the issue is. I mean, obviously, you see a wire hanging or a wire smoking and burnt, you know, that's an obvious thing. I mean, that's what you can look for. You can look to see if you smell anything that smells like burnt plastic or burnt rubber. Obviously, that would be a really easy indication of where something went wrong. Because I had a ground wire burn up on my green Ram. The one that runs from the firewall down to the down to the back of the intake. Literally freaking just melted the coating right off of the wire. That was a fun experience. That shit was fucking hot. It turned out that was a pinched sensor was actually shorting out the block.
Yeah, shorted wires suck. I can remember the worst short that I ever had was a 4-gauge power wire coming from the batteries through the floor of the sleeper into an inverter that was mounted underneath the bunk.
Did you set your carpet on fire?
I set everything under the bunk on fire, including the plastic bags of cassette tapes that were stored there.
Ooh, that ought to smell great.
While I was driving down the road. So yeah, we come to a very sliding halt off the edge of the road.
Right. Hold on, Chris.
Thank God we had a fire extinguisher beside the seat.
Breeze, is anything at all working? She just said her radio is out. If she had some wires that touch together inside the in the radio cavity, but that would only short out the fuse for the radio.
As I said, she said everything died, including her hazards.
Yeah, which that means that there's
that's why I'm thinking the fusible link.
Yeah, she burned out something in between the battery and the freaking
fuse panel.
Either she melted her actual battery cable, like off the starter. Ooh. Check the starter. Because your main power wire normally runs from the battery straight to the starter and then up to the fuse panel.
Yeah, to the solenoid, yeah.
Yeah, if you had something,
see if it's loose.
If you had something go bad down there.
Fell off.
Yep.
Go bad or fall off.
If you lose that, then that could explain a lot. Because I had that happen to me. The Dodge truck. The battery cable from I had power down to the starter, and then the battery cable going from the starter up to the fuse block was disconnected slightly. And yeah, I had no power after the starter. No, that wasn't the truck. That was a Trans Am. Because remember, I could start the Trans Am, it would turn over, but it wouldn't do anything. Remember, we had that, and then I found the brake inside underneath the dash. But we couldn't find the brake underneath the dash until we figured out the starter wire issue, because there was nothing it was getting no power inside the dash compartment until then, and then
so she gets clicking.
Then well, then that's a battery dead.
Dirty
it's a brand new battery. Got
either loose connection or dirty ground.
Yeah, I want to check grounds at this point then. Because if you got click, no whatever, then but it got really bright and then died, then you lost. I want to say you either shorted something out or lost ground. Because otherwise, but you don't need to start. Wait, we haven't
actually lean ground being she's clicking.
Yeah. Either something shorted the ground or you have a loose ground.
When they change battery.
She just said she put a new battery in. So you know what? Maybe you just need to check the connections at the battery. Or she might
Clean 'em.
have messed something up in the negative battery terminal too, like the wire from unplugging it and plugging in the new one.
It's possible.
It's an older vehicle, so you know you could have a bad battery cable.
I mean, it takes 5 minutes if she has the tools to pop terminal off, clean the battery terminal,
There
the terminal on
there are more
on the
than
cable.
one. Yeah, Breeze. There is more than one ground. There are several grounds throughout the freaking car. The easiest ones to check is the one from the battery to the frame, but there should also be one going from the block to the body. But there's a bunch of them. And you have to check both ends, not just the end attached to the battery. You know, because the end attached to the block or the frame could be bad too. This is why electrical problems are not easy to diagnose on the side of the road unless you accidentally stumble onto the right one through process of elimination if it was any of the easy ones. But if it's not any of the easy ones, you're going to have to get towed. Or sit on the side of the road and freeze your toes, which I wouldn't suggest that one. Yeah, it's hopefully then, I don't know. I would get the battery tested. I would get a multimeter and start testing different stuff and see where you're losing power at, because you either got a bad ground or a short or something. Loose wire.
That truck that we sold was notorious for that. If you didn't drive it every day, the damn thing would vapor off the battery, dirty the terminals up, and then somebody should act like it had a dead battery. Like, well, you know, damn way it could be dead. It's brand new. There's nothing on them to kill it. And that's all it was, the dirty terminal and a loose terminal. Actually, where had those replacement cable ends where you.
Oh, I hate them. My truck has those. I got to replace them again because they suck.
Yeah, we had one of the nuts actually come off in the ground cable, and it wasn't making good enough contact on the cable where it was put on the end of the cable. So,
yeah,
put a new end on it, and bam, she fired off and went.
All right, let me know, Breeze. Either way. Oh, a lot of purple people on my freaking comments. And just because you have brand new terminals does not mean that they are not bad or not done correctly. Most of the time, a lot of times when you change something, that's the part that's bad. If you change something, like you said, you just changed battery terminals in the battery, and now you're having freaking issues, most likely it is what you just changed. That is the first plate you start. First place you start is what you change.
New battery ends, a new ground cable.
Well, I wouldn't change it all at once. I wouldn't change it all at once.
Yada. And guess what it was?
What?
The frickin' terminal end where it bolted to the starter was bad on the Trans Am.
Oh.
It was corroded inside, and half the cables were busted. Corroded off.
When I did my 79, I just replaced the whole wire all the way from the battery all the way down to the starter.
Yeah, that's what I should have done.
Just put a whole new line in, which is what I suggest. I don't suggest you just replacing the ends, especially on something that old. Anything more than 10 or 15 years old, just replace the whole damn wire. They're like $10.
Yeah, for what they cost, you're further ahead.
So you can replace the whole damn wire for $10, or you can spend, $5 per fucking terminal end and end up having a bad connection.
Yeah, or being corroded in the middle of the wire underneath the insulation that you can't even see because of the salt.
Like Mrs. Formula just said, or the cables themselves are bad. Exactly. Good luck and be safe. Stay warm. Nobody likes being outside freezing cold. Well, we have made it to 2-hour mark. It's about where I've actually stopped all the other ones. Oh. So
yeah, electrical issues can be fun. It don't matter what the vehicle is.
Right? We're done now. I'll go back and show you. Oh, no, I don't want the big screen. Thank you. What an NVMe drive looks like. How much sure you're going to be able to see whatever I'm showing you.
Hey, now look at that. Does that make that a first?
What?
First live breakdown during the show where you can try to help someone?
Well, we've had people ask for assistance and help during the show, but I think that's the first one we've actually tried to diagnose on the fly while they were on the side of the road.
Exactly. That's what I said. I think that's the first live breakdown. You had other stuff broke, but it's usually already sitting in someone's house or a garage.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
what's wrong with the truck? There's ours. They had a bunch
Yeah,
of. We did figure out the cruise control issue. It was a wheel speed sensor.
Okay. So you wanted to see what a NVMe looks like. That thing in the center
That's
of that
it.
black, that's it. It's not the one that I picked up, but it is one of them. In fact, actually, that is still a SATA M.2. That's not an NVMe, I don't think. Yeah, that's still a SATA. So that is just like the that's just a smaller version of the thing. All right, hold on.
You're welcome, Breeze.
I gotta go back to
130 pounds. God damn. Eat a burger.
What's 130 pounds?
She is.
Well, she just lost a bunch of weight. So you need to congratulate her for losing the weight because she was heavier. So she just went through a pretty bad spot.
Well, so she lost it healthy.
Well, she just
that's
lost.
The main thing.
She just lost a family, not a family, but she just left the family to go work on herself, and so she's kind of on her own, and now she's got a bunch of problems popping up. So, got to give her props for trying. Okay, so anyway,
no doubt about that.
This is an NVMe.
Okay.
Each one of these little black things, and they're on both sides, is a memory unit.
Sure.
That thing
I don't need my front bumper. Just step out there and take it off with you, asshole.
Right. I don't. Let's see if I can get somebody that.
I dare say the boss would probably a little torqued if I called him this late in the night and said, yeah, your front end just got rearranged on your nice new truck on his first trip.
Right? I don't think he'd be exactly happy with that.
Uh-uh.
Okay. You see this thing? Oh wait, hold on. I need to change the tab.
He comes shit uncollected when the guy backed into us with the office trailer on the old truck.
All right. Okay, you see this thing right here in this guy's hand?
All right.
That's an NVMe drive.
So, welcome, stick of gum for the computer.
Yes. It is literally a stick of gum. Well, not literally, but yeah. It's basically you stick that next to the size of a stick of gum.
It's crazy the shit they've been able to do with all that, and you think about how small
the thing is they can get they have gotten as big as 4 terabytes in that size. 4 terabytes of information on that little stick of gum. So yeah, it is kind of amazing. And that one that was in that picture is, I think, like almost $200. Let's see.
Hell of a difference compared to what shit used to cost, huh?
All right. All right. So if I go down here.
10 years ago, something in that comfort, that type of thing, be what, almost 1,000?
Yeah.
15 years ago, whatever it was.
Okay, so the 960 Evo which is what that one was at 1 terabyte, is $180 right now. The Evo Plus, same size, faster speed, is $231. And the fastest one they have, which is a 970 Pro, is $349. Now, granted, the one that I got was nowhere near that price.
Which is still chump change for the capabilities of it.
Oh yeah, how fast it can work. The one that I picked up was the Intel 665. I paid $116 for it. Same size, 1 terabyte, just a little bit slower. And I don't mean by much. It's not much slower, but it is slower. But I honestly, I don't think I would be able to tell the difference between the $200 and some one and the $100 one. One guy I was watching, he did a comparison test. All right, loading Windows 10 from scratch. So in other words, installing it. The fastest one did it in like 10 minutes and 5 seconds, right? The slowest one, the slowest NVMe, did it in 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So really there's a 30-second difference over 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the only place that can make a difference is you actually on
If
eBay
you
or
were
something,
writing,
bidding on something that you absolutely want.
No, because there you're not going to have any difference. Where you get the distance is large data transfers, where you're talking about rewriting like the whole drive. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Writing small read and writes is going to be instantaneous. You got to remember, you just installed like 240 some gigs of data to do, well, you know, to install Windows. You know, that's a little different. You know, it's, I think, was it installing Windows? I don't know, but so like you're not going to notice a difference doing normal computer stuff. Where you're going to notice the difference is, you know, transferring.
Screw you, asshole.
No, screw you.
It flashes high beams at me because he thinks he's in a big hurry because he can run 85 miles an hour. Well, I'm not waiting for you and the string you got behind you in order to get around the truck.
All right. But all right, so like let's say I have a bunch of 8K red resolution footage. So that's like the highest resolution camera they have out right now is 8K. And I want to transfer that information. That's where you're going to notice the difference between regular SSD and NVMe. You know what I mean? So it's going to be the large groups of information that you're going to see a difference. The smaller ones, you're not. The difference is going to be so minimal, you're not even going to be able to tell. At least not me or you. And especially since
nobody's using anything in 8K as far as broadcast.
No, but nobody's using it to broadcast, but you film in it.
Okay.
So the raw footage is 8K. By the time it goes to YouTube, yes, it's 1080p or 1440p.
Just a higher quality resolution, so that when you're done with your final cutting and
right. Let's say, okay, if you
broadcast form, you're gonna have a higher quality image than.
Right. So let's say that you're gonna film. Let's say you want to zoom into something in your footage. If you zoom in the further you zoom in, the lower the resolution. So you want to start with the biggest possible resolution, so you have the maximum amount of freaking material to play with. You know what I mean? So that, I mean, I just watched a video the other day that was filmed in 8K and uploaded in 4K. It was beauty shots, B-roll for a computer build. And the thing is that's what it is. You don't like your regular footage. Yeah, sure, that's 1080p. But sometimes some of your B-roll might be 4K.
Okay.
The beauty shots, you know, like when you see the slow down cinematic stuff in like car show videos and stuff, a lot of times that is shot with a lot higher resolution and a lot faster frame rate. Again, also the faster the frame rate, the more you can slow it down without it looking choppy. You know, so there's reasons, and but the thing is all of that stuff takes up a lot more storage. The file sizes are a lot bigger. I mean, there's when I go to do my videos, I may have 16 to 20 gigs just shooting in 1080p for one video in raw footage. And 4K is exponentially larger than 1080p. And 8K is obviously even more exponentially larger than the 4K. You can come on camera if you want to. No.
How much size difference is the actual camera? I mean, do they get a lot bigger
No.
lenses and everything in the same thing, or it doesn't really make a difference?
Are we just gonna mess with my light now? If you can't tell, Jess is home. Apparently, I got a disco show going on.
No.
She can't hear you because
Hey, wait a minute. Cue the music.
I can't cue the music.
Cue the
It's
music. Let her
copyrighted.
do the lights again. Then
I can't. Copyright. Oh my god, my whole computer setup is shaking.
tell her. Cue the music. She's playing the raw music with the flashing lights. Do. She'd be Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
She
is an alien.
Grabbing the colored flashing lights.
Wait, if you can't tell, we finally have. Oh my god, there comes the hands. Oh no, they're coming for me. The camera's over there. Oh my god. The thing is nobody's gonna see this because the fact that we're so far into the stream. Down to 4 people.
At least you can go back and edit this and put in, you know, we interrupt this program for a commercial break. Now to our sponsors.
The thing is I don't go back and edit my live streams. These are specifically just here to rack up minutes watched and for fun.
For fun.
These are to keep my channel active, especially since I'm not producing any new content at the moment. I cannot tell her to play that. What are you doing? It's not the camera. In fact, that computer isn't controlling anything. It's the one down here on the floor that's doing all the work.
Yeah, pilot. That looks like it feels good.
Would you stop? What the hell did
Sean,
you eat at work?
Sean, tell her, keep going. She's exciting a senior citizen.
You're exciting a senior citizen.
Which one?
Pilot.
The pilot, apparently.
See what he said?
It looks like it feels nice. You keep it up, I'm going to turn the camera on you.
No.
I don't know if they could hear you or not. I'm guessing they can.
To a degree,
Hello?
yes. Yeah, now we can.
Loser.
Pretty sure the mic's over here, unless the mic is actually that camera. I'm not sure. Actually, no. Do you know what? No, the mic is that camera. I'm pretty sure. Let me go double check. Audio.
Yes.
Yep. The mic is the camera. This is just me listening to what's on the computer.
Do some nice ASMR.
No, don't be doing that.
Some ASMR.
I think this is Jess trying to tell me that it's time to get off my live stream. Because she's being a butt.
I am not the butt.
You is a butt.
I is not the butt.
You are
She
a
wants-
butt.
She wants Mama Lifetime, involving the butt.
I'm probably sure she doesn't want the butt. Oh, you want the butt tonight?
I gives it in the butt.
Oh, no. That backfired.
Easy. I see another blackmailing sweater bet coming.
All right.
I'll settle up and you can ride
I'll
it,
let you guys
cowboy.
go till next week.
You ignored that one.
I didn't even hear it.
I said I'll saddle up and you can ride it.
Oh, no.
You are a cowboy.
No, thank you. Anyway, so we'll catch you guys next week. Hope you guys had fun. Like I said, make sure you guys share this with your friends or whatever, so that way they can come in and hang out next week. The live stream has been interrupted for.
Oh, hell, that's easy. It was part of the New
Thanks to
Year's
you.
celebration on the Dick Clark Rock and Eve show. Salt and pepper.
Yes, I can see
Push it. Push it good.
you were over here.
Hello.
Cue the theme music to Twilight Zone.
Wait, that's not copyrighted, is it? Hopefully it's old enough that it's not. Because I know once it gets to a certain age, it's no longer copyrighted.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah. Fair use after a certain age, I do believe. That's why you can use classical music in your live streams and shit. But yeah. All right. So we'll see you guys later next week. Please hit the like button. Come back next week and we'll do this all over again. Oh, Jesse, you just popped in as I was getting off. Wait, that didn't sound right either.
I think that's going to come in a half hour or so from now.
Maybe. Oh, Jess, we gotta pop in at like 9, 10 o'clock. I don't know what time it is.
Well, she
It's
did.
11. Huh?
She did threaten you with the Star Wars treatment.
Did she? Well, we
Something
went to
along
watch
the lines of you're going to
Mandalorian.
feel the Force.
Oh, the Force, huh?
No.
You're not gonna use the
Yeah.
Force?
She's going to make you feel the Force.
Oh my God, she's being obscene.
The backfire comment.
See, this is why you have a girlfriend that isn't a stick in the mud. Because, you know, she could just be mean and nasty and yell at me and tell me to get off of her. Instead, she's just being annoying until I get off. Which, give me credit, I've been on for like an hour and a half, so an hour and 20 minutes. No, two hours and 20 minutes.
See, it's at times like this you need a little button that you can push in so the stripper
I
pole
mean, I can
falls out
always
of
just
the
go back to
ceiling
work.
once the kids are on bed.
Oh, so if I push a button, a stripper pole comes out of the ceiling? That's what Chris just said. Oh, wow, that's graceful. And not to mention, I can't see any of it because of the stupid freaking ring light. Don't mess with the ring light. Oh, you're gonna. Oh my God, the ring light is becoming a stripper pole. It's just about
Don't kill the messenger, right?
She just about fell on her ass, so that was making it even more worth it. Yeah, you gotta come in on at 7, Jesse. 7 o'clock, man.
It's snowing outside.
Is it snowing?
Yeah.
Oh, that S word. Good thing Michigan's not in here now because he yelled at me earlier for saying the S word.
Snow!
I don't. Chris, do you got snow out where you're at?
She's all over on the sides of the road, yes.
But not currently
The
falling.
actual roadway itself is clear and dry.
Okay. Hey, Jesse, if you hit the little bell icon next to the subscribe button and click all, you will definitely get notified when I go live. So, just letting you know.
We are
All right.
headed into Wyoming, so I don't know what's going to
You're going
be in
into
the foreseeable
Chris is heading out to
forecast over
Wyoming.
there.
Why would you do that?
If it's not,
What?
it's
He's
not
a truck
snowing
driver,
in
that's
the
what he
air,
does.
it'll be blowing across the
Ew.
road.
Can't you see the Peterbilt logo?
Mm.
So, like I said, we'll catch you guys next week. Have fun and be safe. especially if it's snowing in your area. And come back with friends next week. We'll catch you then. 9 o'clock Eastern every Sunday.
All right, everybody have a good night.